paper number 47. Now in this paper number 47, question number 1. Now in this question number 1, what is the information given here? Now if 2 is subtracted from each odd digit, what is the number here? 5637429 is the odd number. 5637429. Now in this one, each odd digit 2 is subtracted. Odd digit 2 is subtracted, this will be 3, and this is 1, and this is 5, and this will be 7. And similarly 3 is added to each of the even digit. Now 6 plus 3 is 9, 4 plus 3 is 7, 2 plus 3 is 5. Now in this one, in the newly formed number 3915757, then how many digits will appear twice in the new number? Yes, tell me what are the digits that will appear twice? 5 appeared twice and 7 appeared twice. And 5 and 7 are the two digits which were appeared twice, both 5 and 7, choice 4. Then question numbers 2 and 2 to 7, these questions are based on 7 friends, namely A, B, C, D, E, F, G, eat 7 different fruits, namely mango, banana and so on, from Monday to Sunday. Monday to Sunday clearly given, hence Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Now 7 days, now 7 different friends and eats 7 different fruits. Now first we need to identify the persons who are eating which fruit and on which day. Then condition number 1, E eats a fruit on Wednesday, hence E must be at this place. Only one person eats between E and the one who eats apple. E and apple, apple can be at this place, that is one possibility. And the second one is E at this place, and apple can be on Friday. And this apple can be either on Monday or Friday, because only one person between E and the one who eats apple. Next one, only 3 people eat between the one who eats apple and the one who eats kiwi. Now between apple and kiwi there must be exactly 3 persons. Now this is case 1 and this is case 2. Now 1, 2, 3, and the person who eats kiwi must be on Friday. And similarly here also 3 persons between apple and kiwi must be at this place. And G eats on a day immediately before the one who eats kiwi. Now G is immediately before kiwi. As G is immediately before kiwi, G must be on Thursday, and G is immediately before kiwi. Now in this one the second case is not possible at all, isn't it? In the second case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with only one case. And G eats on a day immediately before the one who eats kiwi. Only 2 people eat between G and the one who eats orange. G and orange, there must be exactly 2 persons. Hence what is the only possibility here? The one who eats orange must be on Sunday, orange. And only 4 people between B and the one who eats mango. B and mango, there must be exactly 4 persons. If B is here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, mango will be on Saturday. This is mango. Or if B is on Sunday, 1, 2, 3, 4, mango must be on Tuesday. And so how many possibilities do we have? 2 possibilities. But whereas B does not eat orange, clearly given. As B does not eat orange, B cannot be at this place. As B cannot be at this place, tell me where should this B be? B must be on Monday. As B is on Monday, then now between B and mango there must be exactly 4. Only 4 people between B and the one who eats mango. B is here 1, 2, 3, 4. Hence mango must be the one who eats mango is on Saturday. Next one, B does not eat orange. A eats on a day immediately before F. A is immediately before F, there are 2 possibilities, either Friday, Saturday or Saturday and Sunday. But whereas A does not eat mango, as A does not eat mango, A on Saturday is ruled out. Hence A must be on Friday and immediately followed by F. And only 2 people eat between F and the one who eats banana. F and banana, there must be exactly 2 people, and the one who eats banana is on Wednesday. Next one, D neither eats orange nor guava. D cannot be at this place. As D cannot be at this place, then where should this be? D must be on Tuesday. And who is the person left over here? A, B, C is the person left over. C eats orange. And this D neither eats orange nor guava. Hence guava must be on Thursday by G. Then what is left over here? Strawberry is left over. and D eats strawberry. Now, this is the order in which these 7 persons are eating on 7 different days and 7 different fruits. Then question number 2, which of the following fruits does G eat? Yes, tell me, G eats guava, that is given in choice. G eats guava, that is choice 5. G eats guava, choice 5 is the answer. Next one. Then question number 3, as per the given arrangement, D is related to the one who eats kiwi. D is related to the one who eats kiwi means between D and kiwi there must be exactly 2. In a certain way, G related to orange. G is 3 days before orange. D is 3 days before kiwi. And similarly, to which B is related to. Now, this B is 3 days before the person who eats guava, that is Thursday, isn't it? Hence, the one who eats guava, that is G, the one who eats guava, given in choice 2. Clear now? Then question number 4, who among the following eats strawberry? Who eats strawberry here? D eats strawberry, that is choice 3. Then question number 5, 4 of the following 5 is nothing but an odd man out. G and Wednesday. Now, G and Wednesday, G is immediately after Wednesday, and D and Saturday, and D and Saturday, in between these two there are 3 days. B and Tuesday. B is immediately before Tuesday. And next one, E and Thursday, E is immediately before Thursday, and F and Friday, F is immediately after Friday, isn't it? Now, sir, except in D Saturday, all the remaining are adjacent to each other, but as here the difference between these two is there are 3 days. Then question number 6, on which of the following days does F eat a fruit? F eats a fruit on Saturday, that is choice 1. Next one, question number 7, which of the following is true about C? C eats a fruit immediately after F. C immediately after F, that is true, definitely true. C eats a fruit immediately after F is definitely true, choice 1. Now, this is about question numbers 2 to 7. Then question number 8. Now, in this question number 8, tell me what is the information here. The following are 2 findings of a study conducted on domestic animals in city K. Now, the animals, what are the 2 findings here? The animals tend to find shelters in less polluted areas of the city, and most of them have their own market territories. Most of them have own market territories. They used to roam in that territory only, and in general they prefer the less polluted areas of the city. And at the same time, what about this one B? Now, a particular area in city K called Mozilla is least preferred as a shelter by the domestic animals. Now, these domestic animals prefer only the areas which is having very less pollution, but as here these animals are not preferring this Mozilla area because this is of more pollution, isn't it? And it has the least number of pet animals as well. The pet animals are also very less in this area. The domestic animals are very less, at the same time pet animals are very less. Which of the following can be inferred from the given statement? Yes, tell me what can you infer from this one? Why these animals are not preferring this Mozilla area? Because that Mozilla area, the pollution is high. Now, the domestic animals prefer to find a shelter in areas where there are no pet animals. No, sir. Here the relation between these pet animals and this one is not clearly given. An area in city K with a good number of domestic animals will surely have no pollution. Now, there will be less pollution, it does not mean that no pollution at all. Choice 2 is also ruled out. Mozilla is a more polluted area of city K as compared to the other parts of the city. Other parts of the city, can we say anything regarding the other parts of the city? Now, it's here. Now, this Mozilla do not have any domestic animal. That means, now when compared with the other parts of the city, then this Mozilla is a more polluted area. Then 4th one, any person willing to keep a pet in city K should necessarily reside in low polluted areas? No. And the animals mutually help each other, that is also ruled out. Then what is your answer here? Only 3 can be inferred from the given statements. Then question number 9 onwards, 9 to 12. Now, in this one, 12 people are seated in 2 parallel rows containing 6 people in each, in such a way that there is an equal distance between adjacent persons. In row 1, A, B, C, D, E and F, and all of them are facing south. Now, row 1 and row 2, there are 2 rows, and this is another row. Now in these two rows, in such a way that in row 1 A, B, C, D, E and F. Row 1 A, B, C, D and F are seated and all of them are facing south. Now these are the persons who are facing south, A to F. A, B, C, D and F are the persons, and in row 2 P, Q, R, S and T are the persons in the second row, P to U. Then not necessarily in the same order, B sits fourth to the right of F. As B is seated fourth to the right of F, tell me what are the different possibilities we can have. B sits fourth to the right of F, B at this place, seated fourth to the right of F, and hence F must be at this place. This is one possibility. Then what is the other possibility here? Now the other possibility is, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then now regarding this one B, now this B sits fourth to the right of F. If B is here, F will be here. B sits fourth to the right of F, and the one who is facing, the one facing B sits second to the left of U. Now this one who is facing B seated second to the left of U. The one who is facing B, this person is seated second to the left of U. And only two people sit between U and R. Between U and R, how many persons are there? There are only two people. Here also there are only two people between U and R. R must be here in second case. The one facing C sits third to the right of Q. Now third to the right of Q, the one who is facing C. Now C cannot be at this place. C cannot be at this place, because if C is here, then that person must be third to the right of Q. And if C is here, the person who is facing C, now C cannot be at this place as well, because this person is opposite to whom? Isn't it? R. Now sir, if C is at this place, at this corner, then Q must be in the place of U, which is not possible. Hence C cannot be here as well. Then what is the only possibility here? C must be, tell me where should this C? C must be adjacent to F only. Now if C is here, now the person who is facing C, this person is third to the right of whom? Now the one who is facing C sits third to the right of Q. Hence where should this Q? Q must be here. Then only 1, 2, 3, this person is third to the right of Q. Then the one who is facing C sits third to the right of Q. Then C cannot be at this place, C must be at this place. If C is here, then Q must be here. The one who is facing C sits third to the right of Q. Next one, only one person between C and E. Between C and E, how many persons do we have? There is only one person. As there is only one person between C and E, E can be either at this place or E can be here. Next in this one, only one person between C and E, E must be here. And E does not sit at any of the extreme ends of the line. Hence E cannot be at this place. As E cannot be here, then E must be adjacent to this B. E must be at this place, because E is not at any end of the line. The one who is facing T sits to the immediate left of A. The one who is facing T sits to the immediate left of whom? Immediate left of A. Now if T is here, the one who is facing T sits to the immediate left of A, then tell me whether T can be at this place or not. If T is here, the one who is facing T, then A will be here. Then that person is seated to the right of A, but not to the left of A. The one facing T sits to the immediate left of A. If you take T at this place, then A will be here. The one who is facing T is to the right of A rather than left of A. Hence A cannot be at this place. As A cannot be here, T cannot be at this place. Then what is the other possibility left over here? Then where can this A? Now can you tell A can be here or not? If A is here, then T will be here. The one who is facing T is C, and this C is to the immediate left of A. And similarly here again, A cannot be at this place, then A must be at this place. A is here, immediate left of A is C, and that person is opposite to T. Done? P is an immediate neighbor of T. As P is an immediate neighbor of T, P is here, and in this case P is in here. And P does not sit at any of the extreme ends of the line, but as in the second case, P is at an extreme end of the line, and this case is ruled out. Finally, we are left with only one case. Then who is the person left over here? A, B, C. D is the person left over, and the people P, Q, R, S, T, and E. This is how these 12 persons are seated in two different rows, 6 persons in one row and 6 persons in the other row. And this is about question numbers 9 to 13. Let's write down this arrangement. Shall I explain the questions? 9 to 13. First write down this arrangement. Then after this 14 to 17. Now in these question numbers 14 to 17, tell me what is given here. It is based on input and output. 14 to 17 input and output. Now in this input and output, tell me what is the information given here. Now in the input, how many elements are there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 elements are there, followed by how many steps? We have some 6 steps, isn't it? That means 12 elements are there, 6 steps, which implies that in each step exactly 2 elements are being arranged. Now if you check out the last step in order to find out the logic behind this one, last step is step 6. Then what are the words here? Jewels, happy and credit are the 3 words, and angle, outer, uniform are the 3 words. Yes, what is the relation between? Now in this one, jewels, happy and credit, all these are the consonants which are arranged in the descending order, followed by 3 numbers. What are these numbers? 15, 23, 49 are odd numbers. First, the words which are started with the consonants are arranged in the descending order, followed by odd numbers in the ascending order. Then the words which are started with the vowels will be arranged in the alphabetical order, then followed by the numbers in the descending order. Clear now? First consonants, then odd numbers, then vowels, then even numbers in the descending order. Clear now? Then this is about the logic. Then how these elements were arranged. In order to identify that pattern, now we need to find out input and step 1. Now in the input, what is the change here? 49 is coming to the first place. What is this 49 here? 49 is nothing but the highest odd number. And at the same time, what is the change in this one? Angle. Now see, this angle is the least vowel. Highest odd number arranged at the first place, the least vowel arranged at the last place. From there onwards, 49 shifted to the second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place and sixth place. And similarly, this angle shifted to the second place, isn't it? Second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place and sixth place, isn't it? After this, then the next one to 49. What is the previous odd number to 49? 23 arranged here. Then the next in the alphabetical order angle, that is outer, shifted at the last place, isn't it? Then from there onwards, all these elements were shifted to the left hand side and the words are shifted to the right hand side. After these 3 steps, then first all the numbers were arranged odd numbers, then the words which are started with the vowels are arranged. Then from step 4 onwards, now credit, that means now the words are starting from the left hand side. Now the least consonant and the next consonant and the next consonant, all these are arranged. And coming to these numbers, then the numbers, even numbers, what are the even numbers here? The even numbers are 82, isn't it? 82 arranged at the last place, then followed by 82 and 74, then 82, 74 and 68. Clear now? First in the first 3 steps, numbers at the left hand side and the words which are started with the vowels at the right hand side. And in further steps, they were shifted to left and right correspondingly. Then from step 4 onwards, then the words which are started with the consonants are arranged at the left hand side and the even numbers are arranged at the last place, and further they were shifted from left to right and right to left. Clear now? Now all these questions are based on the same logic and the same pattern, and again all these questions are based on a single input, hence it is always advisable you to work out the entire procedure rather than directly going for the questions. Now this is about question numbers 14 to 19. Then here's question number 19, 14 to 18. Now in this question number 19, this is based on what? Critical reasoning. Parents of many children, now underline this word, many children studying in this school D have complained against the school to the education board. They have complained against the school to the education board. The complaints have been increasing. Now many parents of these children who are studying in this school D are complaining against the school to the education board. And what is their complaint here? The complaints have already been increasing. Then which of the following may not be a reason for the increasing number of parental complaints against school D? Now we need to find out what could be the reason why they are complaining and which cannot be the reason for their complaint, isn't it? That means if they were affected by this one, they will complain. If they were getting advantage with that one, they will not complain, isn't it? Then coming to the first one, whether it is an advantage or disadvantage to the parents. First one, most teachers of school D urge students to participate in at least some extracurricular activities, even if the students are not confident that they can perform well. Yes, is this the reason? This cannot be the reason. Why this cannot be the reason? Because the teachers are encouraging the children to participate in more and more extracurricular activities, and this will be an advantage to the students or not, and in doing so the parents will also get advantage. Hence this cannot be the reason for there is no complaint in this one. They are encouraging the students to participate, and in turn it will definitely adds value to the students. Then choice, if you check out here, school D makes students wait in the sun for long hours every day. They are making these children to stand in the sun, hence it is a disadvantage, isn't it? Hence the children are getting affected by this one. Hence this is the reason why they are complaining. But as the question is about which cannot be the reason, isn't it? Then third one, students are compelled to contribute for school picnics, and if any student refuses to do so and is not allowed to appear for the examination, and with the help of this one, by doing so what happens, this is again a negative to the students, isn't it? Now they have compulsory, they have to spend some amount, contribute to this one. If they are not contributing this one, and they are not allowing the children to write the examination, and this is the reason why the parents are complaining, isn't it? Then coming to the fourth one, school D has been conducting many extra classes without informing the students in advance. They are not informing, though it is an advantage to the students, but it is without informing to the students, while dismissing the request by the parents for prior intimation. Though the parents are requesting to give the prior information, but where the schools are not giving, and they are conducting these extra classes without any intimation, and this is a negative aspect or not. Hence this could be the reason why the parents are complaining. And fifth one, the teachers of school, they are known to punish students severely. They are punishing them severely, and this is also could be the reason why they are complaining. Hence which cannot be the reason here? The first one cannot be the reason. Done with this? Now the first one, with the help of the first one, what happens here? These people will get advantage with that one rather than disadvantage. Then question number 20 onwards. Now question numbers 20 to 24. Then tell me what is the reason here? Question numbers 20 to 24. 8 people live on 8 different floors of a building, but not necessarily in the same order. The lowermost floor of the building is number 1, the one above that is 2, and so on. Hence in total how many floors do we have? 8 floors. Now how many persons are there in this one? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 persons are living on these 8 different floors, isn't it? And no other parameter has been added to this one, just the persons who are living on these floors should be identified. Then 8 persons, 8 different floors. G lives on an odd number floor, but not on the lowermost floor. G lives on an odd number floor, but not on the lowermost floor. Tell me how many possibilities do we have? We have some 3 possibilities. G cannot be on the first floor, but where G can be either on the 3rd floor, 5th floor, or the 7th floor. As of now, we can able to represent only 2 possibilities here. Hence, G can be on the 3rd or on the 5th floor. G lives on an odd number floor, but not on the lowermost floor. Only 3 people live between G and P. As only 3 people live between G and P, now G is here and P is here, only 3 people between G and P. Now in this one, only 3 people between G and P, P can be on the first floor. And there are as many people between P and R as between R and G. R and G and P and R, that means this R must be exactly in between this P and G. Hence R must be at this place. Between P and R, how many persons? There is 1 person. Between R and G also there is only 1 person. And similarly here also between P and R there is 1 person, and R and G there is 1 person. As many people between P and R, between R and G. E lives immediately above R. As E lives immediately above R, E will be here. E lives immediately above R, E will be here. And next one, only 3 people between R and D. As only 3 people between R and D, 1, 2, 3, and D will be here, only 3 people between R and D. Here R is here 1, 2, 3, only 3 people between R and D. D can be either on the first floor or on the 7th floor. And Q lives immediately below D. As Q lives immediately below D, the first case is not possible because D himself is on the first floor. And so Q lives immediately below D, Q will be here. Then what is the other possibility here? And what is the other information? F lives on one of the floors below Q. And F is on one of the floors below Q, F must be on the second floor. If F is on the second floor, then who is the person left over? O is the person left over. And O will be on the 8th floor. Hence, what is the order here? OD, QG, ER, FP is the order. And this is how these 8 persons are staying in these 8 different floors of a building. And this is about question numbers 20 to 24. Then what about 25? Now question number 25. This consists of an information and 2 statements numbered 1 and 2 given below it. You have to decide which of the given statements weakens or strengthens the information and decide the appropriate answer, isn't it? Now we need to find out which statement is strengthening or weakening the above information. What is the information here? Arrival of cars from 5 new auto companies in the 3rd quarter was responsible for poor performance of the car Kiban in the same quarter. In the same quarter, what happens here? Earlier they used to sell this one, but whereas now with the advent of these 5 new companies were arrived into the market, and because of that one, the sales of this car has been come down. Kiban in the same quarter, the performance is very poor because more cars are available. New companies were there, new company cars were there, hence people are willing to purchase them rather than this one. What is the reason behind the downfall of this one? The sales are coming down because of the advent of new cars into the market, isn't it? Then what is the first one here? In the 2nd quarter this year, in the same quarter. In the 2nd quarter this year, here is talking about the 2nd quarter this year, and the statement is talking about the 3rd quarter, here it is the 2nd quarter. More than 4 lakh Kiban cars were recalled due to poor quality parts, isn't it? Now again, the sales of this one is coming down. What is the reason here? The reason is different. What is the reason? The reason is the 4 lakh cars were recalled because of poor quality. Because of this poor quality, the quality is not proper, hence the sales of this Kiban is coming down. Sales is coming down or not? What is the reason here? The reason is the parts is not proper, hence this is strengthening the above cause or not? The statement is that the car sales is coming down. Here it is claiming that the reason why the car sales is coming down. Then the next one, the cars launched by the 5 new auto companies had the same features as Kiban. Features were the same. If features were the same, then the sales should not come down, isn't it? And were priced significantly lower than Kiban, though the features were same, but whereas the price is very, very less. As the price is very less, hence the cars sales are coming down. Why the car sales is coming down? Because the price is less. Here the Kiban cars, its price is more, and the other cars price is less. Hence this is the reason why most of the people are purchasing new cars, and the sales of this Kiban cars is coming down or not. Hence this is also strengthening the above cause. Hence what is your answer here? Both 1 and 2 strengthens. Choice 2 is the answer. Then question numbers 26 to 30. 26 to 30, coding and decoding. As 26 to 30, anyone please? As 31. Now question numbers 31 to 35. Now in this question numbers 31 to 35 logically follows. Now syllogisms. Now what is the first statement here? Some cards are posted, some of the cards are posted can be written like this. These are the cards and these are post. And all the posts are what? All the posts are mails. Some cards are post, all posts are mail. All mails are letters. All these mails are what? All mails are letters. Then first one, some letters are cards. Some letters are cards, definitely true. All posts are letters, that is also true. Hence both the conclusions follow. Both 1 and 2, that is choice 2. Clear now? Both conclusions 1 and 2 are true, choice 2. Then question number 32. Now in this question number 32, all logos are emblems. All these logos are what? All logos are emblems. And next one, no emblem is a symbol, no intersection between emblem and symbol, and some symbols are badges. Some of the symbols are what? Some symbols are badges. Then no symbol is a logo. No symbol is a logo is definitely true as of now. Then what is the second conclusion here? Second conclusion, some emblems are badges. Some emblems are badges, that is false. Hence only conclusion 1 is true. As the first one is a negative conclusion, to make this one false, now we need to prove some of the symbols are logos. Now tell me whether it is possible to draw some symbols or logos like this. No, if you draw symbol like this, no symbol is an emblem, will be false. Isn't it? Statement invalid, alternate diagram cannot be drawn, this will be true forever. Alternate diagram cannot be drawn, the previous negative conclusion will be true. Then what happened to the second one? Shall I check out this one or not? No. Why it is no? Because alternate diagram is not proven. Clear? You will get either or only when the alternate diagram is proven. Here the alternate diagram is not proven, no case of either or at all. Hence no need to check out the affirmative conclusion which was false in the basic diagram. Hence what is your answer? Only one follows. Only one follows, choice please. Only one, that is choice 1. 32. Then question number 33. Now in this 33, some chords are posed, some of the chords are posed can be written like this, chord and post. Next one, all posts are males, all these posts are what? All posts are males. And all males are what? All these males are letters. Some chords are posed, all posts are males, all males are letters. All letters are males. All letters are males, that is false. All males are letters is true, all letters are males is false. All letters being chords is a possibility, isn't it? All letters are chords. Now sir, I am writing my chord like this, isn't it? As all the statements are affirmative for a possibility, you can write as a single diagram. Hence it is possible. Hence what is your answer here? Only conclusion 2 is true, choice 2. Question number 33, choice 2. Then coming to question number 34, no square is a mark. Now this is square and this is mark. No square is a mark. And some of the marks are blot. Some marks are blot. Then some blots are scarce, some blots are scarce, that is false. Next one, no blot is a scarce, definitely true. Now the second conclusion, which is a negative conclusion, which is true, to make this one false, now we need to prove its complementary pair. What is a complementary pair here? No blot is a scarce means now we need to prove some of the blots are scarce. Some of the blots are scarce means blot and scarce should be written like this. Now tell me whether we can draw like this or not. Yes, if you draw like this, then what happens here? Some blots are scarce is true. No blot is a square will be false. Alternate diagram proven, previous conclusion is false. As the previous conclusion is false, now we need to check out the affirmative conclusion which was false earlier, because alternate diagram proven, isn't it? Now what is the first one here? Some blots are scarce, now it has become true now. Hence when the first conclusion is true, second will be false. When the second is true, first will be false. Between these two, one must always follow, but both cannot happen at the same time. Hence it is the case of either 1 or 2, choice 3. Clear now? Question number 34, it is choice 3. Then 35. Now in this question number 35, tell me what is the statement here? 35, all logos are emblems. All these logos are emblems. And next one, no emblem is a symbol. No relation between emblem and symbol. And some of the symbols are what? Some symbols are badges. Then first one is a possibility. Second one, some badges are not emblems. No badge is an emblem, some badges are not emblems, definitely true, isn't it? Now in order to make this one false, now we need to prove all these badges are symbol, isn't it? All badges are emblems. Is it possible here? In order to make this one false, my emblem should be like this. Now tell me whether we can draw emblem like this. If you draw emblem like this, then no emblem is a symbol will become false. Alternate diagram cannot be drawn. Hence, previous conclusion will be true forever. Clear now? Then the first one, all logos are badges is a possible. All the logos are badges, is it possible here? Now in order to make this one possible, all these logos must be badges. This must be my badge. Can I draw my badge like this here? If you draw my badge like this, then what happens here? All badges. Is it possible or not? Yes, it is possible. Then what is the answer here? Both the conclusions follow, both 1 and 2, choice 1. Clear now? And this is about question numbers 31 to 35, then 36 onwards. Now question numbers 36 to 40, what is in? Now these 5 are based on coded inequalities. Now the relation between H and T. H and T, between these two, if you observe here, greater than is common, hence H greater than T, definitely true. Next one, J and B. J is here and B is here. Tell me which element is common between these two. S is common. Now J greater than or equals to S and B greater than or equals to S. As B is greater than or equals to S, S is lesser than or equals to B. Now between J and B. What is the relation here? There are two opposite symbols, greater than and lesser than, two opposite symbols, hence no relation can be drawn. Hence only conclusion 1 is to choice 4. Then coming to question number 37, the relation between D and S. D is here and S is here. What is the element which is combining this one? N. Now D greater than N and N and S. N greater than or equals to S. D greater than N, N greater than or equals to S, which implies that D greater than S definitely true. Done? Then coming to the next one, U and S. U is here, S is here. Tell me which element is common here between N and U. What is the relation between N and U? N lesser than U, N lesser than U, and U and S, and N lesser than U. At the same time, N lesser than N greater than or equals to S, isn't it? N greater than or equals to S in the place of S. The relation between N and S, what is the relation between N and S here? N is lesser than U. As N is lesser than U, U greater than N. U greater than N, N greater than or equals to S. That means what is the relation between U and S? U and S, U greater than S is 2, lesser than or equals to S is false. Hence only conclusion 1 is 2. Only conclusion 1 choice please. Now question number 37, only conclusion 1 is 2, choice 5. Then question number 38. Now in this question number 38, M and J. Now between M and J, M is here and J is here. M greater than or equals to R and R greater than or equals to J. Now the relation between M and J, M greater than or equals to J, definitely true. Then coming to the next one, the relation between U and B. U and B, now R is here, R lesser than or equals to U and B lesser than R. Now B lesser than R lesser than or equals to U. Now the relation between B and U, B lesser than U is true. That means U greater than B is also true. Hence both the conclusions follow, both 1 and 2, it is choice 5. 38 choice 5. Then question number 39. Now in this 39, the relation between S and K. Now between S and K there is 1 greater than, 1 lesser than, two opposite symbols, no relation between these two. Then coming to the second one, J and K. K is here and J is here. Tell me which element is common here? M is common. J lesser than M and M lesser than or equals to K. Now between J and K, lesser is common. J lesser than K, definitely true. Hence only conclusion 2 follows. Only conclusion 2, and it is given in choice 2. Then question number 40. Now if you observe here, both the conclusions are in between J and N only. Then J is here, N is here, the element which is common is T is common. Between J and T, J greater than or equals to T. And between N and T, N lesser than or equals to T means T greater than or equals to N. Now between J and N, J is either greater or equals, either greater than or equals to. Hence either 1 or 2, that is choice 1. Done? Choice 1 is the answer 40. Then question numbers 41 to 45. Now in this question number 41, this is based on what? The lunar spacecraft Voyager 11, which was traveling in a straight line from Earth to Moon. It was traveling in a straight line from Earth to Moon, failed in its mission to land on the Moon. What is its mission here? To land on the Moon. It failed in its mission. Then although Voyager 11 suffered some major technical glitches, it could manage to travel 20,000 miles. Now from Earth's surface it has traveled some 20,000 miles, which was more than half to the Moon, more than half to the Moon. Hence the distance between Earth and Moon will be lesser than 40,000. Whether we can definitely say about this one or not, because it has covered 20,000, that is more than half of this one. Hence the distance between these two is lesser than 40. And before losing its orbit and returning to the Earth. And again it was back to the Earth. Then tell me which can be concluded. Conclusion means definitely to be drawn. Then first one, Voyager 11 definitely traveled more than 20,000 miles to return to Earth. How much it has covered? It has covered only that same 20,000 it was covered in the starting, isn't it? It covered from Earth to Moon 20,000, and in the back it has covered only that 20,000. Hence more than 20,000 cannot be drawn. This is false. Now from here to, let us take for example from here to Koti you have traveled for only 8 kilometers. Again you were back from Koti to here. That means how much distance you have covered, the same distance you will recover in the return, isn't it? Next one, second. At the time of the launch, the distance between Earth and the Moon was definitely less than 40,000 miles. Can you definitely conclude about this one or not? Why it was so? Because now this is Earth and this is Moon, isn't it? Earth and Moon. Now this spacecraft has traveled up to 20,000, which is what? Which is more than half. As which is more than half, and the total distance will be lesser than 40,000. Hence, what is that one? That is given in choice 2. Clear now? Then if you check out choice 3, what is choice 3 here? Had Grazer 11 managed to travel 10,000 more miles, it would have landed on Moon. The distance between Moon and Earth is not clearly given, isn't it? If it is lesser than 30,000, then it can definitely, or if it is 30,000, then it will be. But yes, whether it is 30,000 or 40,000, that is not clearly known. Next one, fourth one, Grazer 11 was required to travel another 20 miles in order to reach Moon. No, how much the distance between these two? That is not. It will be lesser than 20,000 because it is already covered more than half. And this is also cannot be your answer. Fifth one, the technical glitches did not change the path that was to be taken by Grazer 11 on its way back to the Earth. That information is not known. Whether in the same path it has traveled or in the other path, that is not clearly known. And this is also cannot be concluded. Then what is your answer here? Only conclusion 2. Then question number 42. Now tell me what is your answer here. Question number 42 and 43, these two questions are based on data sufficiency. Now in this question number 42, what is the information here? How many people are standing in a straight line? All are facing north. Certain number of persons are standing in a line. Now D stands exactly at the center of the line. D is exactly at the center. As D is exactly at the center, tell me what is the position of this one. How many persons are there? That is not clearly known. D is exactly at the center. And D is an immediate neighbor of both T and U. T and U, or what is the other possibility here? D, T and U. There are two possibilities. Then, as many people stand to the right of T as there are to the left of U. Now let us take for example, there is one person here, there is one person here. If there are two persons here, two persons, three persons. Hence, with the help of this information, we could not able to determine the number of persons in the row. Hence, one alone is not sufficient. Then coming to the second one, only two people stand to the right of T. As T is here, only two persons are standing to the right of T. And only two people are standing between T and S. Two people standing between 2 and S will be here. And S is an immediate neighbor of both J and U. If J is here, U will be here, or if J is here, U will be here. And here again we cannot able to determine whether is there any person to the left of J and U or not. How many persons are there to the left hand side of S is not clearly given, isn't it? Hence, 2 is also not sufficient. Then by combining these two, if you combine these two, then tell me what is your answer here. Only two people to the right of T, two people to the right of T, two people are between T and S. As two people between T and S will be here, isn't it? As S is here, S is an immediate neighbor of both J and U. If J is here, U can be here, that is one possibility. S is here, 1, 2, T and here, and or J at this place and U at this place. There are two possibilities, isn't it? Then this is about condition number 1. Now condition number 2. Now condition number 1 to be included in this one. Now D stands exactly at the center of the line. D is an immediate neighbor of both T and U. As D is an immediate neighbor of both T and U, D must be here. Now in this case, D is an immediate neighbor of T and U is ruled out, isn't it? D is an immediate neighbor of both T and U. As many people to the right of T, how many persons are there? Two persons. And to the left of U, there are two persons. Are you getting the answer or not? And so how many persons are there in this row? And there are some 7 persons in this row. And so how do we get the answer here? Only by combining both the statements you are getting the answer. Choice please. Choice 4 is the answer. Clear now? The data in both the statements 1 and 2 together are required to determine the answer. Then question number 43. Now in this 43, how far is point D from point G? From point G, how far is this point D? Now B is 3 meters to the west of G. G is here and B is 3 meters to the west of G. B is 3 meters to the west of G. E is 5 meters to the south of B. E is how many meters? E is 5 meters to the south of E. And S is 5 meters to the east of E. S is 5 meters. Now this S is 5 meters to the east of E. Next one, S is 5 meters to the east of E. D is to the north of S such that BGD form a straight line. Now BGD form a straight line, which implies that the distance between B and E is 5. Now here also that will be fine. And here what is the distance here? 2. Then tell me whether we can able to determine the answer or not. Yes, hence 1 alone is sufficient as of now. Then coming to the second statement here. Now in the second statement what is given in this one? M is 5 meters to the south of G. G is here. And M is 5 meters to the south of G can be written like this. And R is 7 meters to the east of M. R is how many meters? 7 meters to the east of M. Q is to the north of R. Q is to the north of R. D is 5 meters to the west of Q. D is 5 meters to the west of Q. Now the distance between this Q and R is not given. Maybe Q is at this place, or Q at this place, or Q is beyond that one. Hence that information is not known, hence 2 alone is not sufficient. Clear now? Hence what is your answer here? Only 1 alone is sufficient. Only 1 alone choice place, choice 1 is the answer. Q is to the north of R, D is 5 meters to the west of Q. As D is 5 meters to the west of Q, Q is here, D will be 5 meters. Or if Q is here, D will be 5 meters. Or if Q is here, D will be 5 meters. Now the distance between D and G cannot be identified because we have n number of possibilities. Done? Hence question number 43, only 1 alone is sufficient. Then coming to question number 44 onwards, 44 to 48. Now in this question numbers 44 to 48, tell me what is given in this one? Square table. Now how many persons are there? 8 persons. 8 persons are seated around a square table, 4 persons at the corners, 4 at the centers, and the persons who are at the corners are facing towards the center, and the persons who are at the centers are facing away from the center. Isn't it? Now these are towards the center and these persons are away from the center. Then E sits to the right of F. F sits at one of the corners of the table. Clearly given. What is clearly given here? F is at one of the corners of the table. Hence you can fix this F at any one of these 4 corners. Now I am fixing this F at this place. Now F at this place, if F is here, then E sits out to the right of F, then E will be here. E sits out to the right of F. F sits at one of the corners of the table, and only one person between E and B. Only one person between E and B means, so how many possibilities do we have? B can be either at this place, then one more possibility is there. Now in this one more possibility, 8 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the persons at the corners are facing the center and the centers are away from the center. Then the first information we have taken F at this place. If F is here and E sits out to the right of F, then one person between E and B can be here. Whether this B is to the left hand side of E or to the right hand side of E. Only one person between E and B. C is one of the immediate neighbors of B. As C is one of the immediate neighbors of B, now in this case C must be here, isn't it? C is one of the immediate neighbors of B, hence in this case C must be here. C is one of the immediate neighbors of B. Now in this case C can be either here or here, there are 2 possibilities. And only 3 people between C and H. As only 3 people between C and H, among these 8 persons, 3 persons is nothing but they are opposite to each other. And similarly here also, C cannot be at this place, because if C is in between B and E, then what happens here? C and H are opposite to each other, not possible. Hence C will be here. If C is here, then H will be here. Only 3 people between C and H. And G sits second to the left of H. G is seated second to the left of H, hence in the first case G will be here. And in the second case G sits second to the left of H, G and F must be in the same place, which is not possible, isn't it? And the second case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with only one case. G sits second to the left of H, and A is not an immediate neighbor of G. As A is not an immediate neighbor of G, A will be here. If A is here, tell me who is the person left over? A, B, C, D is the person left over. This is how these 8 persons are seated around this circular square table, and 4 persons at the corners, 4 at the centers. And this is about question numbers 44 to 49. Then coming to question number 50, first write down this one, then let us discuss about this question number 50. Now in this question number 50, how many such pairs of letters are there? 49. 49 on them? Yes. Question number 49. Now what is there in this 49 here? Rider. Rider, a taxi service provider. Rider, a taxi service provider has recently started. They have recently started what? they have recently started providing wireless alarm systems to ensure the safety of the passengers, through which they can alarm the police authorities and family members in case of an emergency. If there is any emergency, they can able to alert the police people or the family members, isn't it? Wireless, that system has been developed. However, that service failed to catch the interest of customers. Why the service, whether it is an advantage or not? It is an advantage to the customers, though it is an advantage to the customers, but whereas most of the people are not preferring to this one. Why they are not preferring? And what are the hurdles they are facing while preferring this one? వాళ్ళకు వచ్చే ప్రాబ్లం ఏమొస్తుంది దీనివల్ల, isn't it? Why these people are not preferring? Which of the following statements cannot be a reason for the failure of the service? Cannot be a reason. All the others are reasons, one cannot be a reason. Tell me which cannot be the reason here? Which cannot be the reason? Now that means, now we should always, 4 are the reasons and 1 cannot be the reason. 4 are the reasons means there are chances for not preferring this one. The wireless alarm system can be operated only from the driver's end of the vehicle, isn't it? As it is only through the driver's end of the vehicle, it is not of much use at all, isn't it? If the driver is willing to do this one, he will operate, or else he will not operate. He will not operate. Now, sir, what is the threat in general we will have? In general, we have, now, sir, here is talking about the car passengers, isn't it? This Uber and all this. Uber and all this. Now, in order for the safety of the passengers, they have developed this one. And what is the threat they have? The threat they are having, the passengers is having the threat from the driver only, isn't it? And if the, and this operation is there within the driver only. Driver చేతిలోనే అది మొత్తం అంతా ఉంది. వాడు ఆపరేట్ చేయాలనుకుంటే ఉంటాడు, లేకపోతే లేదు. Hence, now, sir, this cannot, this is the reason or not? Why people are not preferring? Because, now, sir, the main threat is through the driver, and it was equipped with the driver, and the driver only can operate that one. Hence, it is not of use at all. Hence, it is the reason why it was failed. Then choice 2. What about choice 2 here? Many customers have complained about loss of network of their electronic devices due to the alarm. Due to the alarm system, what happens here? Their mobiles are not working at all. Hence, this is again, isn't it, negative? Hence, these people are not preferring this one. This is the reason why it has failed. Then third one, the time taken by the system to report an emergency is more than half an hour. As it is more than half an hour, emergency means it should not be that much time, isn't it? Hence, this is one of the reasons why it is failing. Then fourth one, the systems are available only in selected high-end cabs and on selected routes of the city at a higher cost, isn't it? Now, the cost is higher, and at the same time, and it was only through some of the routes only. And this is the reason why people are not preferring this. And this is again a reason. And fifth one, customers need to connect their mobile phones to the system in advance in order to track their vehicle. Now, with the help of this one, there is no negative to the customers at all, isn't it? Hence, it is an added advantage. Hence, what is your answer here? 5. And choice 5. Question number 49, choice 5 is the answer. Then question number 50. Now, in this question number 50, what is the word here? Conduct is the word here. Now, in this conduct, CONDUCT. Now, in the word conduct, each of which has as many letters between them in the word in both forward and backward directions. Now, starting from C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Any letter matching here? O, P, Q, R, S, T. Now, between O and T. Now, between O and T, if you observe here, now in this word conduct, between O and T, how many letters are there? 4 letters. Now, in the alphabetical order also, between O and T, we are having only 4 letters, P, Q, R, S. Here, between O and T, there are 4 letters, alphabetical order also, we are having only 4 letters. Hence, the number of letters in this one and that one is same. Hence, this forms a pair. Next one, N. N, O, P, Q, R. And next, D, E, F, G. Next one, U, V, W, C, and T. Hence, from left hand side to right hand side, how many you can able to find out? There is only one such type. Then, again from the right hand side. Now, from the right hand side to left hand side. Now, in these type of questions, we should always count from left to right and right to left. Then, in this one, T. Now, there is no letter more than this T, hence no need to count this one. C, D, E, F, G, H, that is also ruled out. U, no letter more than this one towards the left hand side, that is also ruled out. D, no letter more than this D, E, F, G, N and O. Now here N and O. Then what is your answer here? N and O, there is one pair. N and O are adjacent letters in the alphabetical sequence also, they are adjacent to each other. Hence, how many such pairs do we have? We have some 2 such pairs. 2 such pairs choice place, choice 1 is the answer. Done? And this is about question number 50, paper number 47. Yes, anything else? Number series question numbers 68 onwards. Now question number 68. What will come in place of the question mark? Now 9.2, 10.9 and so on. Earlier in these type of questions we have discussed about a strategy. What is that one here? Now whenever there is a, fine, multiply the given numbers with 10. That means in order to remove this decimal. 92 and 109, isn't it? Next one 143. Then what is the next number here? 194. And the next one is blank followed by 347. Now these are the numbers. Now in this one 347. Now find out the difference between 92 and 109. What is the difference here? 8 plus 9 17. Now plus 17. 109 and 143. The difference between these two is 34. 143 and 194. The difference is how much? 51. What are these numbers? 17, 34, 51 can be written as 17 into 1, 17 into 2, 17 into 3, 17 into 4. Hence how much should be added? 68. And 68 when added to this one, then what is your answer here? 262. Now 262 is the answer. But as we had multiplied the number with 10, now finally we should divide this one by 10. Then what is your answer here? 26.2. That is given in choice 5. Done with this? Now the difference between the numbers are 1.7, 3.4, 5.1, 6.8 and so on. Question number 68. Then coming to question number 69. 109, 107, 102, 92, 75. Then what should be the next? 109 and 107 it is minus 2. 107 and 102 it is minus 5. And 92 and 102 and 92 here the difference is 10. 92 and 75 here the difference is how much? 17. Isn't it? Now this 2, 5, 10, 17 can be written as 2 plus 3 is 5. And 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 7 is 17, 17 plus 7 is how much? 24, isn't it? 17 plus 9, 26, 17 plus 9 is 26, isn't it? And so how much should be subtracted? 17 plus 9 is how much? 26. And 75 minus 26 is how much? 5 minus 6, 7 minus 2 is 5. And the answer is 41, 7 minus 2. 49. Now the difference is 49 is the difference. 49 that is given in choice 3. Now question number 69, choice 3 is the answer. Then 70th, 20, 10, 10. Now 20 and 10 can be written as 20 into 0.5 is 10. And 10 and 10 can be written as 10 into 1 is 10. And 10 into 1.5 is how much? 10 into 1.5 is 15. Sorry. 0.51. Now here the number is not 15. Here it is multiplied with how much? Into 2. Now into 2. Into 2 is how much? 20. And the next one is 80. 20 into 4 is 80. Now check out these numbers. 0.5, 1, 2, 4. 0.5 into 2 is 1. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. Now 80 into 8 is how much? 8, 8, 64, 640. That is given in choice 4. 640. The multiplicants are multiplied with 2. 0.5 into 1 into 2 into 4 into 8 and so on. Then question number 71. Now in this 71, 4, 16, 104 and so on. If you observe here the numbers are in the decreasing order. Whenever the numbers are in the decreasing order, always start in the reverse order. 13, 26, 52 and 104. Yes, what is happening here? Into 2 and 26 into 2, 52 into 2, 104 into 2, 208. 208 into 2, 416. Then what is the missing number here? 208. Each of these number is multiplied with 2. Hence in the usual order it is divided by 2. 71. Then question number 72. Now tell me what is the answer here. 8, 44, 79. 8, 44, 79. If you observe here the numbers are increasing at a smaller rate. 8 and 44. What is the difference between these two? Plus 36. And 44 and 79. The difference between these two is so much? plus 34, isn't it? Plus 35, 36, 35, and the next difference 79 and 110. 79 and 110, tell me what is the difference here? The difference between these two is 31, 31 is the difference. And the next difference 110 and 132, what is the difference here? The difference is 22 is the difference. Next, how much should be added to this one? Then 36 and 35, the difference is 1. 35 and 35, the difference is how much? Minus 1, minus 4, here the difference is minus 9, the next difference must be minus 16. Now 22 minus 16 is how much? 6, and 6 should be added. 132 plus 6, 138, and it is given in choice 1. 72, choice 1 is the answer. Clear? The next one, question number 73. Now in this question number 73, 8, 7. Now see, if you observe here, numbers started with 8 and ended with 635. As the numbers are increasing at a very fast rate, it must be under product or combination. And 12 and 33 cannot be written in the product, hence it must be under combination. Tell me what is the relation here? 7, 12 and 33. And again, in the case of combination, we should always check out at the highest number only. Now 7, 12 and 33. 12 into 3 is 36, minus 3 is 33. 7 and 14, 7 into 2, 14 minus 2 is 12. Now 8 into 1, 8 minus 1, into 1 minus 1, into 2 minus 2, into 3 minus 3, into 4 minus 4. Now 33 into 4, 66, 66, 132, 132 minus 4 is 128. Next one 128 into 5 minus 5, isn't it? 128 into 5 minus 5, 640 minus 5, 635. Tell me what is your answer here? 128, and it is given in choice 5. Now this is about question number 73. Clear now? Now paper number 47, question numbers 1 to 50 and 68 to 73. Yes, any doubts in these questions? Anything to be repeated once again?